A new
I see
job.
everything.
Let's move.
Positions.
Sure to get careful.
One with the forest.
Let's move. This one's well done. You need a hurry up. This
Everyone hold hands.
Can't see?
All eyes on me.
This one's well done.
I'll uproot you! Enshroud!
Grow. Here. Let's play through a little.
Let's move.
One with the forest.
Detoxifying heat. Feels good. The heat too low.
Let my name echo in song. My ink miracle. Rain cutter.
Overruled. Witness my rise. Transfixed.
Sharing my knowledge. Hey. This dance is for you.
Can't see? Here, let's nip that in the bud.
Positions. Oh, hi. With all my strength. I see everything. Positions. Dance with the waves. The Temple of Wisdom. Hey. With all my strength.
And Shroud, I'll uproot you!
Ready, steady, go! Everyone hold hands!
Can't see? I hear everything!
Grow! Sharing my knowledge! Here! All eyes on me!
I'll bury you!
Time to shine! Shower me with praise! No, my sword!
Overruled. Everlasting as the moon. Transfixed.
Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song! Rain outlines your fate.
Laid bare. Witness my rise.
Your journey ends here, Lord of Sand. Your sacrifice is
Let
ready.
the show begin. Positions. Everyone hold hands.
One with the Force. I'll uproot you!
Testing my patience. Now you're testing my patience.
Bring it to memory.
Again.
I hear everything! Yeah.
The golden...
Dissipate. Out of my way. Body.
Overruled. Everlasting as the moon. Transfixed. Go on. Pitiful. Witness my rise.
Strike a pose. Let the world come on. No, my sword. Witness the power. Our bond is strong. Lightning.
Overruled.
Things can't go on like this.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Over there! Someone's yelling at Nilu!
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here in person?
But the Dance of Sub-Zerus is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zerus Festival. If we can't perform it...
The Sub-Zerus Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every... The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise...
How did things...
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zerus Festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them. This is a hard pill to swallow, but...
Art. Dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason? Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbha day that prohibits public art performances.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zerus Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay? Oh, Dunyarzad.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No. They just threatened to invest—
Nilu, it's alright.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zerus so much, and I know—
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my... It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zerus Festival at this point.
If you say so. But you can sneak out for the next Sub-Zerus Festival, right?
The next... Yes. Okay. It's a prom.
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
It really is okay. There's nothing we... Still, I'd be...
A lot happened today. It's a shame the Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zerus Festival a success. But Dunyarzad is... Yeah.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable frame. The project has entered its most critical phase.
We're gonna be late! It's all because you... We should go meet Dunya... Good morning, Dunyarzad.
Not at all.
You seem kind...
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the...
Sure! Traveler? Why are you just standing there? Let's get going! Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
They're all plants! Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed. Actually, what is the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's one of the Sub-Zerus Festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
The remnants appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now. Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, right. It means illusions and lies. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall. So, where to next?
All right, soldiers. Now that you have your Yalda candies, don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed!
Yes, Knight Varys! What's going on? Is this a play?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Sub-Zerus festival icon and one immensely popular with children.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can meet the Knight of Flowers. Oh, do you want some Yalda candies? I happen to have some boxes readied here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
What's to pick? Don't these boxes all look the same?
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
Ooh, how interesting.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Ugh, why do those flavors even... Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants to eat the Sunsetia flavor.
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Ha-ha! Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right! Huh? How's that possible? It's obviously random. Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just gonna walk off like that? feeling of deja vu? Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've already experienced whatever is going on. In that case, Paimon also felt something like that today. But that's just our brains playing tricks on us, isn't it? So why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it! You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still get that same feeling of deja vu.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I gotta say, you've got good taste. I'll give this order to the kitchen.
Charcoal-baked Angelina cake? Isn't it that burned thing that didn't look tasty at all? Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never normally order something like this. That thing? Are you really gonna eat it? Isn't this going a bit too far? How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful. Then, you mean... That's impossible! We were just talking about how gross it looked! So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times, even though we aren't regulars. How about we go out again and try something else? Is sitting by yourself on that bed? What a coincidence, Dunyarzad. We meet again. Why are you sitting here all by yourself?
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but Thankfully, Dia came to my rescue.
Kidnappers?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched.
Whew. That's a big relief. But, Dunyarzad, you seem a little down today. It's the Sub-Zero's festival, and you've been looking forward to it so much.
Not at all. I've always been like this. Excessive physical exertion or strong emotions tend to aggravate my illness. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh? Did something happen?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that's happening right now?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would already be used to it.
Oh, Paimon sees. Then, is it only the two of us?
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for what?
Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. Let's go.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will...
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zero's festival. Go...
It's okay.
But you've been really...
It truly is
True, but...
The next festival. I probably...
Wait, what did you just say?
No, nothing. I'll be heading back to rest.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did! Did Dunyarzad... Oh... Maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We could do more thinking tomorrow.
Observing a modest drop in the output of Jnana energy, but values still remain.
Continue to monitor for variances in the data and find the cause as soon as possible.
Why does Paimon feel so... You waiting?
Not at all. I arrived early.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler? Hey.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children... Oh, are you interested in... It's not that simple. Each box contains a rat... And there's also... No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh.
Paimon knew he always had incredible luck. Paimon's not really interested in the...
Wait. How did you know?
What?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those mind reading? X-ray vision?
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler? Hey, where are you going? What's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude, you know. What are you looking for? Traveler? That's... Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there 2 Dunyarzads? You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this. A knowledge capsule? You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon? Well, this seems seems kinda What the? This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule?
Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best.
Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. What about everyone else?
Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro. And you also have special, sensitive constitution. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good, you passed the test.
What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait, please don't tell Paimon even you don't.
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called the samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside the one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your mind. I can only give you surface-level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness.
She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero's festival.
If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save, but as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last...
You sure love to use
Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand... Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
What's happening right now seems to have happened before. The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean something more? We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and the day of... My mind feels exhausted, even though I have... That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day. We've already experienced the Grand Sage... The moon... What's happening right... The moon... My mind... That doesn't sound right. I need...
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past.
Still the wrong answer?
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of...
Dunyarzad!
The Sub-Zero's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of it.
Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunyarzad, we have to escape the samsara of the Sub-Zero's festival. And to do that, we need to figure out what's happening. Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so we must... Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again. It's more productive.
Hey, it's you guys again. I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvest... Huh? What brought this about?
To put it another way...
What kind of philosophical nonsense is... Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find...
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is every... True. It's so weird. Anyway...
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to Ooh, I knew it! I told you.
You're really excited about this, huh?
Help you
So, you're admitting that you don't...
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys... What you just said... Are you serious?
I knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon. Illusions.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what...
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune-telling is just fortune-telling. It's no good for practical problems. We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah. At this time of day, Dia's probably just...
I'm fine, my lady.
Perfect timing.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while...
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
People in Sumeru don't dream. The moon, illusion. Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her. My mind feels exhausted. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right.
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You could...
Alright, so this...
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
She's quieter than usual.
Yeah, she isn't the same as her parents said that this is how she was like it for.
Huh?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about.
My lady, are you angry? All right.
I told you that it won't help.
We just wanted her to see the real
The real Dunyarzad?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here.
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you...
I can sense her aura. They're all...
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zeros... So, you...
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro, maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha...
So, this Nahida you met...
She said, and Paimon quotes, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for, but...
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
People in Sumeru don't dream. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. That doesn't sound right. People in That doesn't sound right. My mind feels
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around?
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a... This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain?
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming...
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like we took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate...
But we cannot lose all of our...
Remember?
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can at least confirm one thing. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's...
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand what...
If we're lab rats, then what are you?
I get...
The moon? Wasn't that the...
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth. So you should focus on other things.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get her?
Huh?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at...
You did...
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number.
You're saying that, although you don't remember using it, your
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue what you two are...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest?
How did you know what I was gonna say?
Forget... It's finally nighttime. Listen, Nahida, Nahida. We found out that Do you think the Samsara has been...
Really? Good job on all that progress.
Hey! What kind of an answer is that?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure... How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay, no more!
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Hold on!
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why such...
it's so strange and so against common sense that... Paimon's at a loss for words! Yeah, even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's...
Continue the harvest, compared to what we stand to achieve.
We're still in the same day! Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the...
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of... In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope.
Paimon's at the Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out...
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe...
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist.
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clue...
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right!
So, what's your new hypothesis?
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. If all our memories of a day are erased at the...
Oh! Then the beep we hear... That's why when we wake up, But muscle memory...
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused...
That isn't simple at all!
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again?
Right! She did help us find her...
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia...
Get hurt? Why would I?
Well, you're still getting used to your...
Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar and...
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing... Oh, that works!
What happened to you guys while I was gone?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're...
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body is...
Yes, your memories be...
Then I'd have to disagree.
Oh? Why do you think...
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zero's festival day after day, then what common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago.
Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish it. It's not very likely, but it's also...
No, it is
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly serious about this. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about...
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several... Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but... What?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during... I'm a professional fighter. My martial school, the force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same...
Is it really impossible? What?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training. Whew, I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain-exercise game that's been super Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. But at least we've reached... Yep, that's true. So... strange? Paimon feels like everything... Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of... Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? How about we go back and ask Nahida? Early today? Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in... leaving the city. As far as I remember... We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more... But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next...
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go.
Curiosity deserves a reward.
Why can't we leave?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a
I have a real emergency. My goods have...
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City. Let's go and question. Hello, sir. Why can't...
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of...
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything, this is a good spot. And the guard has to... Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? What if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon... Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but... okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as... And please... Memories! Traveler! Paimon would never see you again! You just disappeared! Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look!
Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day! Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear.
Okay. Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday? I see. Using two people's different
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you... disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon was watching you with the...
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memory.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message?
But don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay.
Yep!
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just a...
He meets changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand.
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's stat.
We'll never know until we try. At least let's go then. Let's expose those sages. All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened. Okay, see you. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to
Okay, now that you understand what's going on...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru City space when you set foot, but everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take...
There's another part here. The only
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by... And now, even the final space has... Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now! Those spaces are actually...
Why did the...
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha.
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha.
After the beep, Traveler said...
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had... Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space... My impression is that each day in this samsara only...
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's... Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear? Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow?
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point...
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an... Hey! This place is a...
I see it. Everything. I see everything!
Here! Shower me with praise!
And Shroud!
Splendid! More interesting trinkets for me. Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then, Paimon won't disturb you.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go...
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know! Oh, wait, no. You're back! I've been waiting forever for you. Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival? Okay. First off, have you...
People in Sumeru don't... Okay. We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. Those spaces remind me of... That doesn't sound right. The moon, a loop... That doesn't sound... We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people...
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha and those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying... So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact,
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. The Akasha It is the manifestation. It compiles the wisdom of the... and it grants knowledge to the...
That doesn't sound...
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the dendro... But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there any...
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So in other words, the complete Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from greater lore. The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
The Grand Sage said, "Ghosts? That doesn't sound... We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's... That doesn't sound... Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sound... Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that... The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night. That doesn't sound... The beep is a... That doesn't sound...
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zeru's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zeru's festival. The dreams that belong to them are what...
So, this is like a dream factory.
Very good, Paimon.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this...
Alright, last question.
They say that alchemical divination is the dendro...
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon... Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to... It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali, Paimon didn't expect...
Yes, those can wait, and on the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions. I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday?
Even you don't know the reason?
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Traveler, do you have any...
Okay, Nahida said the... That doesn't sound... The Grand Sage said...
Celebrate the birth of the... I didn't...
Can humans really keep dreaming forever?
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question, especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. This relentless...
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody...
Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sub-Zero's festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, so whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival, they don't remember.
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia Forest, but couldn't see what it...
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's festival samsara, while they're... You asked me this question before. My answer was, now that you know this is all a dream, have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival...
How can the sages of the Academia...
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon? Oh, we're out of time today!
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow.
Nahida? Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything... Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't...
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep...
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're... You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was...
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... far from it. I'm still a long way... I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zero's festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the...
I'm not beating myself up.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies like this.
Great, but...
Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha, that means this dream belongs...
Huh?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep, which means, with the power of
imagination.
Imagination means breaking through. Like when the server at the tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be. Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming.
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said...
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. As for me...
out of town? Are you going to that...
Yes. I want to try something. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to...
Paimon's still a little... She was such a good person. Was such a... Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break... Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this dream? Feels like it would be easier to control it. Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control. Like Nahid. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flight. Let's go ask him some...
You're back. You left in a hurry last time.
Everything's fine, just...
An experiment? That came...
Could you... make a wish?
You want me to make a wish?
Less questions!
Okay. My wish. I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so... I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because...
So, you have a...
Oh, is it that obvious? When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just want... Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh!
What?
Faki? Sorry, but only one portion of Yalda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As long as she's happy.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her.
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This... Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The Homiyanis pay me, not you. You... fine. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup.
That's close enough.
New punching
today.
Here! Yeah. Hey!
Can't see?
Stop that! Strike a pose! Positions! I see everything!
And trap!
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Oh, and speaking... Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, she said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival. Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help. This is the place. It's rude to enter other... Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside. This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing... Should we... Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of... Even though she was also busy preparing for the she must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the if we hadn't found this book. But now that we know, we can't... have to now! It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's dance of
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler. What is...
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time?
Keep up.
Ad Astra. Ad Astra.
Thank you for
If you continue to resist, we will have to order... The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise...
Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia.
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get a... Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course. So they're just...
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize...
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the Goddess of Flowers. But she also...
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the Goddess of Flowers passed?
Yeah. What's going on? Huh? You guys are acting... Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and so when you saw the flowers, you instantly... But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali respond?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made... As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that.
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Sumeru Archon, and all kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered. Afterward, he said to the Sumeru Archon, "I miss my parents, The Sumeru Archon smiled. The next second, his wife lying next to him said, "You're all..." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City, and...
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his...
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Sumeru Archon.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection.
Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost up. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can. is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sub-Zerus.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Oh, good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like Paimon's head feels... Paimon thinks it was the Sub-Zero's festival. Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero? Quick, take off your Akasha terminal. She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What?
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zerus festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay!
Oh, a Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilou.
You. And Dunyarzad.
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else.
Keep up.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's...
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero, among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying.
Both are fine.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, you mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams?
Yeah, it's been such a...
It's not that no one noticed. It's...
misdirection?
The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom, even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strongly against the... Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out by now. Even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams. There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first time. I wonder what caused them to go down this path. Even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of... I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage...
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to...
How did you do that?
Poor cat. Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing... The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When this...
hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is... No wonder Paimon felt something was off about her. What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow us?
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Suristhana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me.
So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they!
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. And I'm still really...
Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's festival.
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that, and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul.
At the Avidia Forest, there was this incense that made the traveler...
You also heard someone's voice, right?
Yeah, so you do know! We've been wanting to act...
It seems like the traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was as you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria.
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from King Deshret.
King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago? Some present day...
Okay, so...
I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something. Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the Academia about this many times, but people still... But I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to...
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick! Is it because of the contaminated But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like our search for you was all in vain.
The traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Tevat's. Got it. I hope to be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the Sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sub-Zero's Samsara.
Go and get some sleep. Leave F.
What a relief.
Traveler?
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City. Goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali. We haven't heard anything from her. Oh, we can't just keep waiting around like this. Let's go find Catherine and pick... Everyone hold hands! Hey! With all my strength! Huh.
One with the forest.
Splendid! More interesting trinkets for me. The show begins!
Everyone hold hands!
And shroud! I'll bury you!
I see everything!
Right.
Everyone hold hands!
How brilliant!
Hey!
One with the forest.
Don't tell me they did it again.
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine! Stand with me. I'll settle this.
I can no longer hold back. Let me weave you a verb. Laid bare. This is where you fall. Transfixed. Go on.
Strike a pose! Our bond is strong. Let my name echo in song! Yoo-hoo! Dissipate! Lightning terrify!
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter. Everlasting as the moon. Laid bare. Commendable.
Let the world collide!
No, my sword. Overruled. Witness my rise. Laid bare.
Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
Witness the power of Gugwa. Overruled. This is where you fall.
Out of my way! Stand with me! Yoo-hoo!
Laid bare. Transfixed. Witness my rise. Overruled.
Let the world
Transfixed.
thrive! I miss
Inazuma shines eternal!
echoing song!
Illusion shattered!
As a good night shows.
Shine down!
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine!
This is where you fall.
Useless.
Disappear!
Worthless. Here. Boring. Worthless. Here. Worthless.
Strike a pose! Let my name echo in song!
Boring. Lament.
Leave it all to me.
Here. Here.
Time to shine!
Everlasting is the moon.
Evil conquering.
Overruled.
Here. Here.
Yoo-hoo! Let the world come alive!
Disappear. Worthless.
Good night.
Worthless.
Someone needs...
Useless. Miss my rise.
Add Ash.
Transfixed!
Yeah.